Greetings and welcome to yarnspirations.com. I'm Mary Beth Temple, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at the Horseshoe lace tasseled knit blanket. It is a beautiful, thick, cushy blanket made in Bernat Roving. You'll need 14 balls of the color of your choice. We used raspberry. A knitting needle size US 11 or 8mm, a circular knitting needle with at least a 32-inch long cable, longer is okay, or size needed to obtain gauge, and we are going to knit back and forth, but because it is a thick, cushy fabric and a fair amount of stitches, we're going to use the circular needle for convenience. We have a very simple pattern to learn. We have it written out for you in text, and the lace repeat is also charted, and we're going to take a look in the video at both the chart and the texts. All you need to do is repeat this little section over and over and over, or of course the same information is written out between the asterisks, and when it's finished, even though you're knitting straight, you're going to get this cool little point at the bottom of each repeat. You will have these interesting yarn overs for visual interest, and then all you have to do at the end is weave in your ends and put some terrific tassels on there. So let's take a closer look at the pattern. All right, the first thing I want to do is take a look at the pattern and compare it to the chart. Now, some Yarnspirations patterns have the entire item charted out, but in this case what we have charted out is the lace repeat. So it tells you this is a reduced sample of the pattern so that you know that it is not the entire pattern. And how you work this is you compare this to the asterisk. So if it's between the asterisk, it's on the chart. So the first thing you're going to do is cast on your 139 stitches. I of course have made a smaller swatch, and we're working back and forth in rows, and you're going to knit 3 rows of garter stitch, which I did. Now you're going to knit 4, yarn over, knit 9, slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO, which is pass slipped stitch over, knit 9, yarn over, knit 1, repeat from start to last 3 stitches, knit 3. So if you're a chart person, which I am, you're going to knit 4, and then you're going to do this chart as many times as you need to until 3 stitches remain, and knit the last 3 stitches. Now the right side rows, we're reading the chart from right to left. The wrong side rows, as always, we're reading from left to right, but since it's purl back, it doesn't matter. All of the wrong side rows are knit 3, purl across until 3 stitches remain, knit 3. So we're going to get a 3-stitch garter stitch border on either side. So let's take a look at how this works. I have already done my garter stitch. I'm going to knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do one with the pattern and one with the chart, and you'll see how they're the same. So yarn over, knit 9, yarn over, bring the needles between the 2 needles, bring the yarn between the 2 needles, put it over the right hand needle from front to back, knit 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO. That is a double decrease. So slip 1, I like to do mine purlwise, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, PSSO, pass slipped stitch over knit stitch. So take the left hand needle tip, insert it under the stitch that you slipped. Now I hang on to the working yarn because it keeps that guy from falling off. We don't want him to fall off. So pass slipped stitch over knit stitch and let it drop. There's your double decrease. But like I said, I hang on to that. I don't want to pull it so tight that the tension's wonky, but I have discovered in my many years of knitting that if I don't hold on to that, it goes off the end, which we do not like. Knit 9, yarn over, knit 1. Knit 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's knit 9, yarn over, knit 1. Yarn over, knit 1. So that is my first repeat. This is a bulky yarn and it is a big old repeat. This is going to make a nice thick cushy blanket. Now let's do the second repeat. Let's just look at the pattern. So I'm looking at that dot in a box. I know that's a yarn over. I know that my white boxes are knit on the right side and purl on the wrong side. And I know this little three-legged guy here is that double decrease, which is slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO. So let's follow along in the chart. So yarn over, knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yarn over, knit 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO. Let's see that one more time. Slip 1, so that's from left needle to right needle without doing anything to it, and don't twist it. Purl 2, pardon me, knit 2 together, PSSO, pass slipped stitch over. There's your double decrease. Now I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yarn over, knit 1. And I'm going to keep doing that until 3 stitches remain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yarn over, knit 1, and I should have 3 left. You of course will do that repeat several more times. 1, 2, 3, 3 left. 1, 2, 3. So you can see row 2, the second and alternate rows, knit 3, purl the last 3 stitches, knit 3. So all my wrong side rows are going to look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple more rows on this so we can see how the pattern is working. And it's interesting because while of course the graph is straight and we're knitting straight, what happens because of the way the double decreases are placed in this pattern is we're going to get this zigzag is going to happen all by itself. So I'm going to put a few more rows on so you can see what that looks like, and I'll be right back. The other thing I'd like you to notice is that the yarn overs are coming on a diagonal. They're going from the outside in on each repeat. And you can see that again right here in the chart. The reason I pointed out once again is if you're knitting right along and you're making this big blanket and you have a lot of stitches and you go, holy Pete, this yarn over looks like it's in the middle of a knit section, you've counted wrong somewhere, and it's a good way to fix it when you first find it, not 3 hours later when you realize you have a yarn over in the wrong place. So the yarn overs are going to go on a diagonal, and the double decreases are going to stack up right on top of each other. So let's go ahead and take a look at this 9th row, and I'm going to start with the chart just to keep things interesting because we did it the other way around last time. So the first thing I'm going to do, because it is the beginning of the row, is knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go to the chart, 9th row. I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, because remember those first 4 are not on the chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, knit 5, so yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, and I can see, because I'm right just to the left of the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO, and I can tell I'm in the right place because they're lining up. Slip 1, knit 2 together, PSSO, and then it's going to be the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, knit 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over. You can tell I'm in the right place because it's just to the inside of the one below. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Yep, knit 5 to the end of that repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would go back to the beginning of the chart. Let's take a look at it in the text. I'm on the 9th row, and I'm only repeating what's in the asterisk. That knit 4 is only the beginning, and that knit 3 is only at the end. So I'm just repeating what is in the asterisk. So that's knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my double decrease. Slip 1, knit 2 together, pass slipped stitch over knit stitch, knit 5, yarn over, knit 5, knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over. I know I'm in the right place because there's one right nearby. Knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and since this is the end of my row, I've got my knit 3 at the end. The last tip I want to point out, because no matter how fast you knit and how much free time you have, there's going to come a time where you have to put this beast down and remember what row you were on when you come back. Now, you can make check marks. If you like, you can use highlighter tape and highlight the row you're on. But if you've put your work down and you can't remember where you are, the easiest thing to do is to count yarn overs. And even if you have knit a lot of this blanket, you will start at the yarn overs that are farthest apart in the repeat. So I can look at this and go 1, 3, 5, 7, and know that I have just finished row 9. I'll have a wrong side row to do, and then I know that my next row will be the 11th row. So your yarn overs are right side rows. So even if you're 10 repeats up, go to the place where the yarn overs are as far apart as they get. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in my example, and then you'll know exactly where you are and where you need to begin on your next row. Once you've got this all finished, all you need to do is make some adorable tassels and tie those on. So I hope you had a lovely time looking at the horseshoe lace tasseled knit blanket in Bernat Roving. My name is Mary Beth Temple. Thanks so much for joining me here on yarnspirations.com.